this video, we will explore some fundamental concepts related to extended harmony. To understand how extended harmony works, let's start with the C major 7th chord. In jazz and related musical styles, 7th chords are considered the basic type of chord. Like triads, 7th chords are built in all thirds and are known as tertian harmony. If we continue to build on this chord in additional notes in thirds, after the B, we can add another line giving us a D. This is known as the 9. From the D, we can add another third, F. This is known as the 11. And from the F, we can add another third, A. This is known as the 13th. Now these numbers, the 9, 11, and 13, refer to compound intervals from the root. A compound interval is an interval that is more than an octave. Here is an octave from C to C, also known as a perfect eighth. Therefore, if we went one note up from the C to D, that would be known as a 9. In fact, it would be a major 9, just like the equivalent interval of C to D next to each other, which would be a major second. In shorthand jazz terminology, we just call a major 9 a 9. Adding one more third, the F note, for an interval of 11 above the C, we have a perfect 11, which is the equivalent note, just up an octave, of F, the perfect fourth from C. In jazz terminology, we shorten the perfect 11 to just 11. If we go up one more third from the F, we end up with A, the major 13 interval above C. If we reduce the major 13 down an octave, it becomes a major 6. In jazz terminology, we call the major 13 just 13. The 9, 11, and 13 added to a chord are known as tensions, but it is not uncommon to hear these notes referred to as extensions as well. Now, in addition to the major 9, perfect 11, and major 13 that can be added to a chord, we can also alter these notes to get what are called alterations. Alterations include the 9 lowered by a half step, which is the interval of a minor 9. In jazz, this is referred to as a flat 9. We could also have the 9 raised by a half step, known as an augmented 9. In jazz, this is referred to as a sharp 9. For the 11, we can raise it by a half step. An augmented 11 would be the interval, but in jazz terminology, this is known as a sharp 11. The 13 can be lowered by a half step for the interval of a minor 13, which in jazz terminology is known as a flat 13. To summarize, there are 7 possible extensions that can be added to a chord. The tensions, known as the 9, 11, and 13, and there are alterations that include the flat 9, sharp 11, and flat 13. Which of these tensions and alterations can be used at a specific time are dependent on the chord function and the type of chord. We will study this in the next lessons.